What's up, brother? Hey, it's Johnny, obviously. Curious how you're enjoying your snowy Monday. Sitting here working, just getting the brain churning, wheels rolling, so to speak. And, one of those questions that I think is a really important question to ask is what is it that you really want? What is it that you ultimately want on a day to day basis, on a life basis? It's a really good question to ask, one that I'm often asking myself because I can lose track of where I'm going, what I should be doing. There's so many distractions, and you can, lose yourself in social media, in your phone, on your computer, with Netflix, with sports. There's so many things that can distract us from what it is that you ultimately want. But a lot of times we don't ask the question either because it's a scary and big question too. Because a lot of times we don't know. If I've noticed one thing in sitting down with how many of you guys over the course of just this year since I started the Meeting of Men, maybe I've had 50 coffee bro dates, and I've asked that question: what is it you ultimately want? And not surprisingly, for a lot of guys, the answer is I don't know. All I know is that it's not working. That currently they're not happy fully with their life. There's aspects of life, that they enjoy. Like life is not horrible living in Colorado, right? But there's certain areas of life that may not be working for you. And I remember that around the time that I was turning 30 and things were kind of unraveling in my life, I knew. It's like when you ask someone, like, well, what are you looking for? If they're not like married and they're not in a committed relationship, like, well, what are you looking for? And both men and women alike will be like, well, I know what I don't want. Like, yeah, but what is it that you do want? So a lot of people a lot of times can find what it is that they don't want in life. That's easy because we've experienced them. But getting the clarity around what it is that you do want can be a lot harder. So I pose the question to you. I want to hear. I want to see in your comments here underneath the video, like, what is it that you ultimately want? Because I've said it before and I'll say it again. Like, one thing that I loved from college, let's say, was being on my soccer team, football team, baseball teams, basketball. I played a lot of sports, but it was the fun time was like the hotel stays, was us just kicking it as a team. The stupid shit that we would do in vans, like there's two vans driving and we would pass each other and like we'd be mooning each other. We'd be doing just stupid stuff, but it was so much fun. We were traveling. We were all working towards like a common goal. So how can we recreate that in our day-to-day lives, because I think as we get older, it's just easier to kind of like let our individual paths as men kind of separate. So what is it that you ultimately want? For me, it's traveling the world. It's, experiencing great food and great music and cultures, learning, expanding my mind and my horizons. It's doing it with people that I just love to spend time with, loved ones, and having adventures and that sort of thing. And so how can I create that has been my question that I've been asking myself for a little while now, right? And that's a big part of why I'm doing what I'm doing here with the men's group. But, what is it for you? Curious to hear. Leave a comment below or shoot me a PM, direct message if it's too private or you don't want to share. Totally get it. But I'd be curious if you'd be willing to share what it is that you ultimately want to experience. And it doesn't have to be all that big. It could be very simply sitting on the beach, toes in the sand, beer in hand. I think there's a song about that. But anyways, let me know. See ya.